My name is Maya Thormod. I work in the cruiser classroom. The cruisers are mobile infants. They're beginning to cruise, holding on, and beginning to walk. In the cruiser room, we are working on their gross motor development first, and then once they have mastered their walking and they're really stable on their feet, we're working on carrying work from a shelf to a table or to the floor and then back to the shelf. So that sense of order of choosing one thing at a time and putting it back where you found it so that the next child can use it. They're working on their social skills, on this is mine and that is yours. There's a lot of that goes on. They need to be able to understand that sense of ownership before they move to the toddler room. Starting at this age, we do arrival through the hookup line. We allow any child that's able to walk in on their own, usually holding our hand. They come into the classroom without the assistance of their parents, and that way they have a sense of ownership of the classroom, and it fosters their independence. As they're arriving, they're going to the shelves and choosing work. If they're able to, then we encourage them to take the work to a table or down to the floor and complete the work and then put it back on the shelves. They do still need a lot of gross motor work at this age, so we have a climber in the classroom. They're working on stairs and ramps, and just walking around holding works in their hands is a great gross motor activity for them. The caregiving times of the day, the meals and the diapering are really big parts of our curriculum. They're not just things to get out of the way and get back to the work. They are the work. We do spend a lot of time with the diapering process and the independence, and that is preparation for toilet learning. The more that they can do for themselves with their clothing and their diaper, the more prepared they will be for toilet learning. When the majority of the children have arrived, we begin the diapering process, and we change all of the children standing up. They can get their own diaper out of their basket, and we walk them through the whole process. They throw their own diaper in the trash, and then we go to the sink and they wash their own hands with our assistance. Once diapering is finished, then we are ready to have our morning snack. The children, we work on pulling out the chair and getting into the chair on their own rather than being placed into a chair. We serve everything in glass bowls and cups for them, and they begin drinking out of an open cup in the infant room, so they are well equipped for that once they come in here. We don't use sippy cups or anything, we use all glass. The reason we use glass in Montessori is a delicateness, a gentleness of handling objects, and the weight of the glass encourages them not to fling their food, their dishes. It really encourages them to keep things on the table and keep that sense of order. We encourage them to ask for more. We work a lot on language at the snack table and the lunch table. More water, more snack, and we use some baby signs. We also talk about the food itself and the tastes and textures, and just use a lot of language at the table. Then when they are starting to be finished with their snack, the ones who are walking on their own do their own cleanup. And when everyone's done with snack, and we've had a little bit of a work cycle, we get ready to go outside. Outside there is a lot of wonderful gross motor work going on. They're digging with shovels and filling up hills, and we have a little set of stairs that they practice going up and down. They love the house that they can open and close the door. There's a lot of socializing that goes on out there. When we come back in from the playground, it's time for another round of diapering, and then we have a little bit of a circle time before our lunch. Circle time usually consists of books and songs, and they really like repetition. They ask for the same songs every day, and we encourage them to ask for their choices. That's part of the process.
What did cow say? Moo! Yes, moo! Had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo, moo here and a moo, moo there. Here, moo, there, moo, everywhere, moo, moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Then it's time for lunch. After we see that they're sitting quietly in their seat, we sing Open, Shut, Then. Open, shut, then, open, shut, then. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. And when their hands are in their lap, then we tell them you're ready for your lunchbox. And they pull out their containers, and then we help them open it and we talk about what's in each container. And they're learning patience, they're learning to wait for their turn till we get to them and help them open their containers. And then of course they're learning independence and pulling everything out on their own. We'd encourage the parents to send mostly finger foods for lunch because the children do eat independently. If they are ready for a spoon, and we work on that as well. Of course, there's a lot of language that goes on with lunch as well, talking about everybody's different lunches and what they all have.
More, please. I need to hear your words.
Toward the end of lunch, we ask the children if they're finished, and we hand them a wet cloth to clean their own hands and faces, and then we come around and help finish the job as needed. And we tell them that they can now go find their mat, and they know their blanket and their placement. We work on them lying down independently, and we get to them as we're able to leave the table. We pat and rub backs as needed. Some children put themselves to sleep. Children sleep until between 1 and 1:30 in the afternoon, and then as they're getting up, they can go to the shelves and choose work. If they're up very early, we encourage them to go and quietly read a book in our cozy area until more of the children are starting to wake up. And then when most of the children are up, we're turning on the lights, raising the blinds. They're handing us their blankets a lot of the time to put away. We put away their mats, and then it's a work cycle again, so they're just choosing work from the shelves. We move right into diapering at that point, and then when everyone's changed, we go to our afternoon snack, which is just like our morning snack. A lot of independence, a lot of communication. After afternoon snack, it's just a free work cycle until the afternoon hookup begins at 3 o'clock.